As you're enjoying the following presentation, please keep in mind that you're only seeing two specific applications that utilize virtual reality in an educational format. Due to time limitations, the following footage demos only what was achieved with a short amount of hands-on time with this technology. What if there was a better way to communicate an idea? Let's say a way I could show you my train of thought. I could share my thought process and make it easy to understand. But it's also a way that you can see my perspective. That way you can better understand all my ideas, big or small. This new perspective and tool could be the best way to teach something new. One of the neatest applications I found goes by the name of Altar Show. The idea behind Altar is to bring 3D thoughts and virtual reality into one space. As a productivity tool, Altar allows you to organize and manipulate your thoughts in a virtual setting. To name a few features of Altar Show, there's 3D sketching, which lets you draw and write in three-dimensional space. Media boards let you recreate lifelike whiteboards and canvases to draw on. Altar Show also lets you import and export images and models. This allows you to manipulate and take a closer look at 3D and 2D content, whether they're images or perhaps objects. Now that you have an idea of what Altar is capable of, I've recorded some scenarios to showcase a few of these features. First and foremost, I really want to show how easy it is to actually use Altar. I'm going to be doing this by setting up a makeshift gallery. In this case, we're going to have a group of images, and we're going to literally set them up in this environment and import them. As you might have noticed already, it's as simple as selecting and placing the images from this wheel. I can rotate them, move them, and eventually we'll be able to write on them. Meanwhile, the rest of the gallery is being set up. I'd like to take a moment to note that these images could easily be other types of files. Whether it's a PDF or a 3D model in an object format, they would also be imported in this same exact fashion. When we think about it, this virtual environment, the tools available, and the ability to share this perspective and experience, it's apparent that this becomes a powerful and even enriching medium. And once you're satisfied with how you've set up the gallery, the last thing you might want to do is delete the import ring. Once you've done this, the freedom to move around this environment is yours. Whether you want to get closer to these images or perhaps farther away, you're free to explore the content you've created. In this example here, we're going to head back to an art piece that we had in our gallery earlier, and let's say that we're in a situation where we want to talk more about a specific portrait. What you can see is that we can move the whiteboard right next to it and we can annotate it. In other contexts, imagine if we had a skeleton. Easily we could draw and annotate a three-dimensional object in a similar way. Using a tool like this for complicated structures like a skeleton would enable individuals to manipulate, interact, and further understand its properties, especially in circumstances where an instructor might be able to provide guidance. Now, a very practical and simple scenario where we might want to draw on an image, we might want to highlight a certain aspect to it. In this case, let's say the earrings in this portrait, we can go ahead and just simply draw on it just as if it was a whiteboard. That about wraps up Altar Show. With these features and examples I've shown, we can see that Altar Show is really a powerful application and tool for any learning environment.